Hi guys. I wanted to talk today about what I'm seeing lately as being one of the most important things with brain retraining. I've talked about it a little bit before. It's about how we are responding to symptoms. This seems to be across the board one of the most important things, no matter what group I'm looking at or who I'm listening to. When it comes to brain retraining, whether it's DNRS or the Gupta program, or there's several others. Also, CFS recovery, and even other brain retraining programs like the pain PT. All of them come back to the basic idea that it's how we respond to the symptoms that is going to make or break our brain retraining and whether or not we get well. So we need to really look at this, because this is also one of the hardest things in brain retraining, because we are so used to responding to our symptoms a certain way with the fight or flight mode, the survival mode that we've been stuck in, that it's very hard to break out of that. But that's what it means to change those trauma loops and to redirect the brain. That's what it's all about. It's about learning to respond differently when we are alerted by our brains that we're in danger. So whether it's from a food or a chemical or an environment, or just symptoms that are just going crazy in our bodies for whatever reason from traumas that we've experienced, it's how we're handling them. It's how we respond to them that is the key. It's so important. I was looking back at one of my a guide that I used in the brain retraining program that I did, DNRS, and I just wanted to share a couple of things from here that really back up what I'm saying, that we need to choose to think, feel, and behave in ways that will change our brain patterns and interrupt the limbic system trauma loop. I'm just paraphrasing because I'm not going to read this verbatim or anything, but so the limbic system is always listening. It's always looking for cues from us, whether they're verbal or actions that we're taking, to validate the fact that we are in danger. So we have to be so careful what we say, what we do, how we respond to things. Are we avoiding? Are we running? Are we stopping doing those things that we want to be doing just because we're getting some symptoms? So the brain is always looking for evidence to support that we are in danger, and we have to be the ones that step in and say, no, I'm not in danger. This is a false alarm. This is not a true danger. This is a perceived threat. I am not under threat. I'm not in danger. But if we keep responding the same old ways with fear and anxiety and avoidance and running and hiding, we're just constantly reinforcing to the brain that we are in danger, and we won't get out of the loops that way. We have to pay attention to how we're responding. And I know it's really hard because we're so used to responding in fear and avoidance, but we have to change that. And so as we go forward and we do this more and more consistently, day by day, and over time, eventually the brain will change, and it probably is gradually changing all along, but we may not see the results right away, but eventually it does start to change, and we will begin to feel differently, and the symptoms will subside. So this is just a really tough one, because I talk to different people and it seems like it's the thing that we struggle with the most, because there's so much anxiety and fear attached to the symptoms, and we go down these rabbit holes and we spiral into fear and anxiety and talking about our symptoms and avoiding things and acting like we're scared, and all the things that we've done in the past. But if we don't want to remain the same, we have to act differently, speak differently, respond differently to those triggers, to those symptoms. So I just wanted to share this because it was something I watched, a little quick 1-minute video this morning that reminded me how important it is that we really pay attention to how we are responding to the symptoms. So that's what I wanted to share. I also wanted to show you my new hat. See my new hat? I bought this today at Hobby Lobby. I don't know if you guys have Hobby Lobby. The reason I'm bringing this up is because in Hobby Lobby, when you first walk in, there's a sunroom where they keep some of their furniture and stuff. And here where I live, in that entranceway, it's closed off from the rest of the store. It always has really strong smells in it, like perfume and cinnamon and all kinds of really strong fragrances. And I've always had trouble walking through that room, and I'm always like covering my face and all that. And today I noticed when I walked through that room, it smelled good. It really smelled good to me. Like I could tell that it still had those fragrances, but instead of smelling like obnoxious to me, it smelled good and pleasant, and I really liked it. So I just wanted to share that, because that's one of those things that you notice, these little shifts, little things that are changing. We might just be less sensitive to something. So that's just an extra little thing I wanted to share. So hey, if you like my hat, hit the like button, okay? I want to see how many people like my hat. I love my hat. I wear hats a lot, if you haven't noticed, and that's just because I have a lot of bad hair days, so I like my hat. So now I have my first Christmas hat. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.